Is it consuming your life? Do you find yourself right now as a Christian are giving up, that you just don't really care anymore? The only thing is whether the doubt is drawing you further away from God or closer to Him. You see, the thing about doubt is doubt does not mean unbelief. A lot of people in the church, that's how they kind of take it. They think, oh, he's having doubts. He's really not a Christian. You know, when you look at the word doubt and you think, yeah, I don't know, I have my doubts. What does that mean? What are you implying there? You don't have certainty. You don't have enough evidence, or there's not enough evidence that is compelling you to, with assurance, believe that something's going to change. So doubt isn't truly a bad thing. We oftentimes make it seem like it's a bad thing. When doubt is bad, it's when it leads to unbelief. You finally reject the truth. You reject, in this case, when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to salvation, that you reject that. Your doubts were never dealt with. You never really addressed it, or you tried. But for whatever reason, whatever the root cause of that doubt is, and it just kept growing and kept festering and leads you down a path of unbelief, that's when, of course, it's wrong. So I'm going to say this, the church does a bad job when it comes to doubt. I'm here to tell you that. I mean, I've been disappointed, even as a pastor working in churches, and the lack of honesty that the church creates. The atmosphere within the church isn't safe. A lot of young people tell me, you know, I didn't really deal with my doubts. As I was wrestling through my doubts, the church wasn't really there to help me. I'm going to give you 3 different kinds of doubts, and we see this actually in Scripture. So hopefully when we go through each one, this will help you maybe understand kind of where your doubts are. The first one is found in John 10:26. In this passage, we see that the Jewish leaders, it says, they were unbelievers. They willfully rejected the gospel. They rejected Jesus as a Son of God. That's what we call volitional doubt. No matter what evidence, no matter what proof that you give those people, they were adamantly disbelievers in God. So perhaps that may be speaking to you watching this video right now, that no matter what you hear, no matter what has been told to you, no matter how compelling the evidence is, you have a hard time believing. The second kind of doubt is more of an emotional doubt. In Mark chapter 9, we see this with a man who cried out to the Lord, and he said to Jesus, I believe, but help my unbelief. The great thing was that he looked to Jesus for the answer, and he admitted in the process, God, I believe in these things, but there are other areas in my life that I'm really struggling in my faith, so I want you to help me in that. I want you to take me away from that. But notice something, he admits that, he addresses that publicly, and he's looking to Jesus for the answer. That is proof positive of a person who is seeking the truth in the midst of struggling with doubt. Of course, the most famous passage that we hear about often when we're talking about the discussion of doubt comes from John chapter 20, verse 25. We have labeled him Doubting Thomas. You know what? I think that's wrong, and here's why. If you recall, the disciples encountered Jesus. They saw the resurrected Christ. Thomas, we were told in John 20, he wasn't there. Then Thomas comes and the disciples say, hey, we have seen the resurrected Christ. And what did Thomas say to them? If I'm going to believe, I need to see it for myself. He laid it out there. And he says, listen, unless I see it physically and I see the preponderance of evidence, then I will believe. But right now I'm doubting because I don't have anything compelling me or telling me otherwise. That's a reasonable doubt. So in John 20, verse 27, Jesus appears and he says to Thomas, Thomas, don't disbelieve, but believe. He showed him the evidence. Of course, when he sees the evidence, he believes. So volitional doubt, reasonable doubt, emotional doubt, those are the 3 kinds. So you got to ask yourself, where do you stand? Hey, so hopefully that helps you guys when it comes to doubt. And again, if you are struggling with doubt, I'm praying for you. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Like the video down below and also leave a comment so we can have further discussion. God bless you. Thanks for watching.